Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Everyone's Game. Today we continue our Women's Euro build-up series by taking a look at the competition debutants, Northern Ireland. They are another team in Group A and they're alongside the hosts England and Austria and Norway. This team is definitely the underdogs of the tournament, considering that it is their first time qualifying for a major international tournament, and they are the lowest ranked FIFA team in this tournament with a ranking of 47. They are managed by Kenny Shields, and it is expected that though he likes to experiment with formation, he would want a very tight ship and play a very defensive game, and maybe the girls can get a goal or two on the counter. During the qualifying period, Northern Ireland won 4 of their matches, drew 2 and lost 2. Their goal difference actually ended up being 0 because they conceded 17 goals, but they also scored 17 goals. Like I stated before, Northern Ireland is an underdog in this tournament, and it's also partly because they're now transitioning into a full-time professional program. Many of the players were either amateur players, part-time players, so they were working while trying to qualify for the Women's Euro. And when you look at that dynamic where you have some professional players and some part-time players, it's remarkable that they were able to qualify for the Women's Euro, and their achievement, regardless of what they do in this tournament, is already something to be proud of, and it's already impressive. The squad is as follows. In goal, we have Jackie Burns, Becky Flaherty, and Shannon Turner. Defenders, Kelsey Burrows, Rebecca Holloway, Ashley Hutton, Abby McGee, Sarah McFadden, Rebecca McKenna, Julie Nelson, Laura Rafferty, and Demi Vance. In midfield, we have Nadine Caldwell, Jolie Andrews, Chloe McCarron, Marissa Callaghan, Louise McDaniel, and Rachel Furness. And forwards, we have Simone McGill, Caitlin McGuinness, Kirsty McGuinness, Lauren Wade, and Emily Wilson. They are captained by Marissa Callaghan, who scored in the second leg of their playoff against Ukraine. It is also expected that Rachel Furness would be the powerhouse for Northern Ireland. Furness has helped Liverpool secure WSL promotion last season, and she is Northern Ireland's top goal scorer across the men's and women's team with 38 goals in 84 appearances. Other players that we can expect returns from would be Rebecca McKenna and Simone McGill, who's a former Everton player. If we're looking for a rising star in this squad, we can definitely look at 20-year-old Jolie Andrews. She made her Northern Ireland debut in September 2020, and she was able to bag her first goal earlier this year in April against Austria. She has helped her club Glendoran United win many trophies, and she was even named Women's Player of the Year at the Ulster Footballer of the Year Awards. Northern Ireland's recent form has also been decent. They've won 2 matches, drew 2 and lost 1. They've even played Group A competitors, England and Austria. They lost in these both games. However, they can possibly take pointers from these games and come back stronger during the actual tournament. In their last 8 matches, they have scored a total of 31 goals, with Rachel Furness scoring 7 of those 31 goals. We also have Simone McGill and Kirsty McGuinness both scoring 5 goals, and Lauren Wade and Rebecca Holloway both scoring 3 goals. In thinking about my Women's Euro Fantasy team, my current thought is to stick with the attackers, stick with the goal scorers, because they're not in the group of death. However, they're in a group with England, they're in a group with Austria, and it is expected that they will concede goals. So I don't want to go with any defenders or the keepers, because I want to also get clean sheet points. What I will do is look for an attacking defender if they have one. Other than that, I will stay away from the defenders, avoid the minus points as much as possible, and just go with their proven goal scorers. Based on how you're balancing your team, you can definitely look for one of the mid-priced Northern Ireland attackers. Though Northern Ireland are the underdogs in this tournament, don't count them out. Anything can happen on the day, and this team knows that everyone is looking at them and not expecting much. That a lot of us aren't expecting them to come out of the group stages. This could add some fuel to their spirit, and I'd love to see them fight it out. I'd love to see them just play with heart, play with spirit, and get as far as they can in this tournament. Northern Ireland will take on Norway on the 7th of July, followed by Austria on the 11th and England on the 15th. Be sure to find out where you can watch the Women's Euros and for the rest of the group previews, and we'll see you in another video.